Technically, this was a hamburger from yesterday. It was Danielle's hamburger from dinner. I just had to feature it. So anyway, this is the only holdover from the 19th. On to the 20th. Here we are on the way over to the country club. Gabby says, scowl. And then here's my wife fixing her hair on the way there. The place we went to is the Park Ridge Country Club, where I had believed 8 years ago that Grandpa had always had a membership there, but it turns out we just rent this place that's around the corner from his house. Okay, I am now walking up the spiral staircase, because let's see if Grandpa's thing is in the same place that it was last time. I hear my son's voice. I hear little kid voices. Hello? She's scared of the camera. I see people looking at a cake. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I need to eat cake.
Deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
Can you
This table had little cards on it for the Kettles and the Eckhoff family. I think most of Grandpa's friends were on one side of the room and the family was on the other, so it kind of felt like an East versus West thing. And then the little boys were playing together. It was so cool and darling to see them playing with toys and getting along so well. Okay, I'm going to see if I can walk around the room for a second and get some video of people doing different things. Doing the video now. I'm video recording right now, so now it's not just pictures.
You're very inconspicuous with that. Right.
Yeah,
not doing anything. Pay no attention to the man.
It's good for editing, not so good for the pictures.
I love when you see people at concerts with those, like up in the air.
That's not annoying at all.
No, it's not.
You block the whole concert. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Grandpa. I'm videotaping right now, so if you say anything, it'll be recorded.
Well, I'll say you're a handsome fella.
Oh, well, it's genetic.
Thank you.
comes from my grandpa.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone from on behalf of the Woll family for coming today. We're really happy that you can share our father's 88th birthday. I'm sure most of you are here for the 80th birthday, and this is another wonderful occasion. So, Michiko spent a lot of time putting this together, and I'd really like to thank her for her efforts. It really shows how much Michiko loves my father, our father. Putting something this spectacular together. We have a jam-packed agenda. We have a wonderful band that's going to be playing here, and full band. And then we have a Japanese drummer. It's going to be very spectacular. And we might have a guest drummer who you will all know and love, but I'm not sure. Is that going to happen? I'm not sure. Anyway, but maybe, so we'll see. And then we have obviously a wonderful lunch, and there's a photographer here that's going to be taking pictures of all of my dad's family and friends. One thing I wanted to do, I thought would be nice, is to introduce all of my dad's kids and grandkids. My dad obviously has 6 kids, and I'm the youngest, I'm Chris. Oldest is George. That's George Woll Jr., George number 5, we call him. Aside from the hair, he's the one that looks the most like my dad, I would say. And then Jeanette. And Jeanette has 2 beautiful kids, which are no longer kids, actually. David. Gabby and Katie.
Stand up, stand up.
By the way, Katie Michiko.
Okay, McKay, go sit down.
He's got a great personality, he's very shy. And those are obviously great grandkids, which is
that's what I'm talking about.
Then we have Lisa is next, and Lisa, unfortunately,
Skip me.
Oh, Nicole, I'm sorry, Nicole. There's 14 grandkids, so I'm sorry. Nicole's here. I better skip the list. And then we have Lisa. Lisa couldn't be here because she's in Japan, or she's in Germany, I'm sorry. And so it's a long way. And Lisa has 2 children, and Dennis and Thomas, and they couldn't make it either. And then, last but not least, on that arm of the family, before I get to Jennifer and myself, Joanne, and Joanne is here. Joanne, there's Joanne. It's not Joanne's son. And Joanne has 3 children. Ashton's here, with his wife Heather, and Ashlyn is his daughter, and then Dagan is his son, and then there's Ryan, who couldn't be here, and
He's on his honeymoon.
he's on his honeymoon. Yes, married last week. So then there'll be more grandkids. So 14. Well, that's not 14. I'm only great grandkids. And then it's my Tyler. I thought I mentioned Tyler. Okay. Sorry. And then we have Jennifer. And Jennifer's kids are here. There's Tyler, another Tyler. We're repeating names, so there's so many. And then Anna Lee.
Yay!
And then there's George. Where's George?
Liam.
And William. And where's Liam?
He's not here yet.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
And then, where's Bob? Is Bob here?
He's not here.
Bob's not here. Bob's not here. And then, last and probably least, is, me. But on my right, my little wife Sarah. And then my 2 kids, that's Jackson George. So there's many Georges, we'll be talking about the university. And that's my son, Archer Christopher. So with that, I think we're going to move on to the blessing and grace, which is going to be by Paul Haven.
Well, it's a real honor to be able to give a toast. George and I go way back. I first met George when I first started teaching. That's 46 years ago. And I was lucky enough they just happened to give me a desk right across from George. And he became my mentor along with another great teacher, Mary Cassidy. And George taught me a lot of things. We went out golfing. I think the first time I ever golfed was with George. And then bowling. So I have just tremendous memories of George. We got in a lot of trouble together, which he told me not to talk about. But over the years, I think with George, if you're George's friend, you're his friend forever. I think I saw that. I thought that last time at the last party. Everybody came up and had such nice comments. George, I wish you many, many more birthdays. You're just a wonderful man, really. And one of the best friends I have. Thank you very much. Toast to George.
Here. My head.
I wanted to echo that. You know, it's really lucky to have a dad like our dad is. And you know, now that I have two sons, you know, there's a lot of instances where I see myself doing things, and I'm like, where did I learn to do that? And you know, I'm like, gosh, my dad used to do that with me. He used to, you know, rub his whiskers on my belly and make me laugh and stuff like that. And now I do that for my kids, and it's just, he was a great dad, and I really appreciate him. So now I think we have a guest singer for Happy Birthday, Lauren Lambert. He's going to sing. Hopefully this is one of many happy birthdays, but this will probably be the most beautiful.
I'd like to share with you one of the most recognized songs, 1993, by the American siblings, Patty, who was a kindergarten principal, and Mildred Hill, her sister, who was a composer pianist. It first went into print in 1912, and in 1935 it received a copyright, which is good until 2030. And it's illegal to sing it without permission of the copyright people, so we're going to sing illegally today. So, George, for you I'd like to say, from good friends and true, from old friends and new, may many blessings go with you, and happiness too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday to you. George, may you allow faith in Christ to take you by one arm and hope in God by the other as you walk along, perhaps a little less briskly than before down this pilgrim path. But God bless and keep you many days.
Now, aren't you glad? I didn't.
Tell me, what's funny?
If you hold up like an Apple software device and like you're holding up to someone like you're about to take a picture and say like cheese and have one of those, and then and you're actually having it reflect at yourself.
Yeah, I suppose that would be pretty comical. I agree with that.
He's a preacher and a music minister.
Teenage girls. The world may never know.
Hey, guy. All right, let's see the scoochie scoochie. Yes, that's exactly what